Good morning, King George. Today is August 15th, and it is the second week of school. We had a successful first week of school, which was ended by a beautiful weekend, and I hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. This is the first full week of school, so keep in mind, guys, to keep tabs on your students and make sure they're doing well as far as completing their homework and they're getting to bed at a reasonable hour, because this is the first full day of full week of school that they've had in a long time. I'm going to jump right into the questions, and I'm going to paraphrase some of the questions so that I can get this video done in no more than 10 minutes. I know I've got your attention for about that much time. I want to start off with a question that I received late last night and really kind of consider it a teachable moment, guys. The question is, are students allowed to stand on the bus or sit in the aisles? And I know that this comes from something that was on Facebook. And I perused it last night and saw that somebody was concerned about the capacity on the bus. So the short answer is, I've already spoken to principals this morning. We're going to jump on buses this afternoon, make sure everybody has a seat before they're sent off. But the teachable moment is this, is that this system that we've got up, this avenue to ask your questions and address your concerns, is here for you. If you have a concern, you can obviously send me a question. I'm always an email or a phone call away, and can quickly and efficiently address your concern, especially if it has something to do with some type of safety issue like standing or sitting in the aisle on the bus. So please, I know Facebook world is out there and many feel like it's a successful avenue to get your concerns addressed, but in all sincerity, if you need something addressed quickly, something that needs to be addressed because it's a safety issue, come right to me. The same thing would qualify for our school board members. They are amazing, amazing folks that give so much of their extra time, and trust me, they don't have much extra time. Many of them have day jobs and daytime responsibilities. Their responsibility is to govern the school division. It is our responsibility here to manage the school division. So if you've got concerns, by all means, come directly to me, and I'll be happy to help you as quickly as I possibly can. So next question is, let me get up to the top. Has King George County Schools considered reviewing the school zone borderlines? This is the time of year where we are keeping close tabs on the enrollment of every school, on the enrollment of every grade level, and making sure that we are under SOQs, standards of quality, for the number of students in the classroom compared to the number of teachers or paraprofessionals we have in those classrooms. So yes, the answer is we're keeping close tabs on that and are looking at it from the beginning of the school year. We go through a phase where there's no-shows, students that don't come back to King George County Schools. We also typically get kind of a bump around Labor Day, which we'll take a close look at as well. So the short answer is we certainly are. There's a question again about being able to eat lunch with your student. I spoke with principals. They are totally fine with that continuing to be a procedure that we can move forward with. However, they don't want to start quite yet. They're going to let me know when they're ready. We really do need to establish routines and procedures and things of that nature in the school building, in the lunch cafeteria room, before we start inviting parents back. So stay tuned. I'll let you guys know when the principals are comfortable with the operation of the school building, and we can consider starting that process again. There's a question about orientation and some concerns about how orientation at the beginning of the school year operated. Met with principals. I'll tell you, as a former principal myself, one of the things that we would do, and we've got 3 new principals in the school division, we sat down, we debriefed, we took a look at all the things that went well, the things that we need to improve upon as far as open house is concerned, and we've taken notes on all of those things, and we're going to roll into next year with an improved plan for open house. And we do that with all of the operations that we that we do annually. The beautiful thing about school is that it's cyclical. The things that we do at the beginning of this school year, we'll do at the beginning of next school year, and the only thing we can do is improve upon those. Question: last year the technology department was going to find a solution for houses without internet. So I've spoken with Hillary Half, our supervisor of technology, and there is a limited number of hotspots from all 3 providers. So if T-Mobile doesn't work, if Verizon doesn't work, we have AT&T. So the 3 major providers that we have a limited number of hotspots. If you fall into that category of someone that does not have internet service but need internet service, then I would direct you to start that conversation with your school counselor, and then they'll reach out to the technology department and see if we can help you from that direction. Question is, how many instructional vacancies do we currently have? We currently have in the ballpark of 20, as I sit here and tell you today, but our human resources department is working very hard and being very creative in trying to fill all of our instructional vacancies. So tomorrow that number may change, but right now we're in the ballpark of 20. We do have a number of amazing long-term subs that are in the building doing good things for us. And we have more short-term subs, I think, than we've had in a long time. The follow-up question on that was concerning IEPs and 504s. If obviously our staff members, our teachers, but also our long-term subs have access to IEPs and 504s, are aware of students' accommodations, and are able to modify their instruction moving through the school year, because our long-term subs are here for the remainder of the school year, and we really treat them like a member of our staff for the entire year. And in order for them to be successful teachers, they need to know who's sitting in their classrooms and how to accommodate their needs. So yes, they have access to that. We love that there's a bus tracker app. So if you guys didn't know, if you log onto the technology website, there is an app available now where you can track the school bus that your child rides, and you can track that student from 30 minutes prior to their bus stop arrival time. So by all means, you guys jump on that and feel it out and see if you like it. The question specifically was, is there a way, if you have four kids that ride different buses, is there a way to look at them all at the same time? And unfortunately, this is a limitation to the software. We've tried to look deeply into it and used our ITL folks here in the building or in the school division to take a look at it. Unfortunately, the best way we've been able to circumvent that challenge is you have to log off and log back on to look at different students on different buses or different children on different buses. Question is, will the salad bar option be added to the elementary schools? Not at this point. My wife is a kindergarten teacher. I know many elementary school teachers getting a bunch of, well, you do have children of your own if you're watching this. Making choices and getting through the lunch line is a challenging objective for elementary school teachers and students. So the choice options are a little bit limited at the elementary level. They do have two choices. They have a hot option or a cold option right now, so that those students can effectively get through the lunch line and really eat their lunch before the lunch period is over. There was a question about the advanced diploma requirements, specifically as they relate to computer science. The advanced diploma option requirements have not changed. They are available on the VDOE website. If you go to VDOE and take a look at diploma options, you'll see all the criteria for the standard diploma, all the criteria for the advanced study diploma. There has been some confusion about whether or not computer science applies as a math credit, and I think even a science credit in some situations. I'll tell you, because of the confusion, we met with our instructional team here at the school board office, the administration at the high school, the guidance department at the high school, and we're going to make this right. If it was a math credit that the student needed in order to qualify for the diploma requirement that they need to satisfy, then we're going to make sure that that happens. And also, if it's a computer science credit that they need, we'll also make sure that that happens. I won't get into the weeds on this conversation. There's different what they call SCHED codes for courses on the high school level. And in order to qualify for those credits and receive the credit needed for graduation, it has to be coded a certain way. As you guys, as I think you know, once you make it to the high school level, in order to earn a high school diploma, you have to meet certain requirements that the state requires. So we're making sure that we make that right for all of those students. If you have any questions specifically about your child and you may be a parent or a student in that situation, just reach out to me directly and I'll be happy to help you guys. I'm going to close with this because those are the questions that I had this week. Keep the questions coming. I appreciate it, guys. And then finally, if you have a concern and one that is time sensitive or one that has a safety component to it, please reach directly out to me. directly out to your schools, and we'll be happy to help you as quickly and as efficiently as we possibly can. I know Facebook's out there, and I know sometimes we go to that to find answers, but I can promise you that I'll give you the most direct, quick response that I possibly can when it comes to your concerns, especially if they are of time-sensitive nature. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful week. This is the first full week of school, so keep an eye on your kids, and I look forward to your questions for next week. Thank you.